Hi Peter, this is Coach Smart from ABC Baseball Camps. I'm here to do your hitting evaluation. So let's get started. Okay, so let's talk about your setup, okay? Looks like your feet are parallel, or close to parallel. I'm a guy who likes things to be simple from a hitting standpoint. The simpler it is, the easier it is to repeat. Okay, so make sure you try to get those feet parallel, okay? Okay, so let's get you, because that is your stance, okay. So that's, you don't see that one every day, but that's okay. Everybody's got their own thing. I'm looking at your hands. I can't tell. It's too fuzzy to see if you're lined up little knuckle to little knuckle. Make sure you are, okay, in your grip, okay? You're probably wide enough right now as long as you take a stride to be in a position where you can hit a little bit, so that's okay. So let's watch what you do in your stride. So big leg kick. Okay, so the first thing, Peter, you have to understand, buddy, as a hitter, is that you can't be going this way when the ball's coming this way. Okay? That's a bad combination. Obviously, you can do it when somebody's throwing you a soft toss, but I want you to think about the big picture. Okay? You might be a very successful hitter right now at the level you're at, but don't think about how good you are now. Think about how good you're going to have to be in order to play at a high level. Okay? If you're facing 85, 90 miles an hour in high school and you're moving this much towards the pitch this late in the process, you have absolutely better have world-renowned eye-hand coordination skills or be a 1 in a million hitter, because that would be a very difficult thing to try to do. Okay? So, I don't care if you have a high leg kick, you just got to do it early in the process. Early in the process. That stride foot, when it hits the ground, okay, you're not supposed to transfer weight when you stride, Peter. Not all of it anyway. You're transferring all your weight on your stride. Okay, so by the time your foot hits, you don't have anything left on your backside, or not very much left on your backside. Okay, so one thing I would suggest is if you can do a leg kick, that's fine, but don't transfer weight until you swing. We can't swing and stride at the same time. Okay? It's almost impossible to be very consistent. Okay? We can't swing and stride at the same time. There's got to be, hitters have rhythm, hitters have tempo. Whether the guy's throwing the ball 90 miles an hour or 70 miles an hour, our tempo is going to be load, stride, swing. At 90, it's load, stride, swing. At 70, it's load, stride, swing. So the only difference is from a timing standpoint, is when you stride. You know, if a guy's throwing 90, you're going to stride when his hands separate. If the guy's throwing 70, you may wait till he gets the ball behind his ear. But the rhythm of loading and striding is critically important for you from the standpoint of understanding to get on time with a hitter, with a pitcher. That's really important to understand that part. Okay, so when you do land, we finally get that foot in the ground. Okay, you're not in too bad a shape from a standpoint. This front foot's open a little bit. I'd rather see it look just like your back foot. Your back foot's, oops. Your back foot's like that. We like to see that front foot the same way. And your front foot's open. Okay? When you open that front side up, Peter, you're going to open up a big can of worms, okay? Number one, your front hip's going to be kind of predisposed as being open, and you're going to allow your front shoulder to get open a little bit early too, based on that front foot. Okay, so it's important that front foot, when it lands, that it's closed. Okay? Okay. Let's check out swing plane. Okay, so right now your bat is level. Okay? And Peter, we don't want that bat to be level until it gets to about there, and then all the way through to about there. Guys that have their bat level as far back as you do are going to have what we call a long swing. And as you get older, the last thing you want to have is a long swing. Okay, you want to be short to the baseball, not long to the baseball. Short to it and long through it. Okay, so you can see your barrel goes down at an uphill angle now. And that's why the ball kind of goes up in the air on you a little bit. So we got to make sure that our swing is like an airplane. We got to make a descending approach to this contact area, just like a plane does when it lands at the airport. Okay, we can't go down and then go back up to land at the airport, right? So we got to make sure that we're not letting that bat get too far behind our head. It's in great shape right now. If you could get yourself to take your hands now and move them this way instead of this way, instead of this way, you'd be in pretty good shape. But your hands have a tendency to just go down and not go forward. They have to go forward and down. Your hands aren't moving at all. Okay? That's a little better swing than the last one. That's pretty good there. Okay, so let's talk about at contact. Okay. Okay, so this arm, your left arm is perfect. Your right arm is really good. Your head's in a pretty good position at the baseball. You're doing a really good job with your back side here. That's a nice look on your back side. Your front leg's got a little bend to it. Front foot's not open too much, so that's a pretty good. You're in pretty good position there. I'm not sure why that ball's hitting you on the fist. Okay, you gotta make sure that you don't cast those hands out. Okay. Okay. Now I can't see your belt buckle because you don't have your shirt tucked in, but let's pretend we know where it's at, right in the middle of your body there, right? Okay, so from an upper body standpoint, Peter, this is where I want you to be at contact. Right there. Or maybe even right there. That's where you should be. Your belt buckle should be facing the second baseman. Your belt buckle should be facing the second baseman. Okay, again, you're hitting the ball in the fist. Okay, which leads me to believe that you're casting your hands out to hit the baseball. Remember, when you're in this position, that left arm, check that right arm has got to be right against your body. Your hands got to stay in your kitchen, so to speak. You can't let them get away. If you kind of reach out for the baseball, this is what happens. There's a ball. That's a broken wooden bat probably right there if that was a pitch. Okay, so we got to get that ball obviously down here on that barrel. So you're casting your hands. That's the second swing in a row. Let's see one more. See contact here. Same thing. So your hands are getting away from your body. Okay, so that's jail for a hitter. We got to keep those hands close to our body. Close to our body. Because everything else is pretty good, buddy. I mean, your swing plane's, okay, not bad. Your back leg is really good. Your front leg is really good, but your hands are getting away from your body. Okay, so one thing I'll have you. Let me set you up with a drill here. Okay. I want you to take a T. Okay, and I want you to put it right here. There's the base of the T. Okay, and that T is going to go right underneath your bottom hand. It's going to be about 6 to 8 inches away from your back foot. And you got to make sure that your hands go inside that T on your route to the baseball. Okay. Another drill you can do is go stand right next to the net. Okay, or on the side against the net, kind of facing the net, and take some swings and see how close you can get to the net without hitting it. Okay, if your hands are working the right way, you should be able to stand almost on top of it and still get your swing off without hitting the net with your bat. Okay, that's a hard one to show you, but you want to get those hands right. Just stand. If you just take where you're standing right now, just reverse it, walk up to the net, stand about where you would in the batter's box, and take some swings. And if you're swinging the right way, you won't hit the net. But if you're casting your hands like I'm seeing you do here in this video, you're going to pluck that net every time. Okay? So I'm going to send you 2 other drills there to work on your position at contact and being square, Peter. One's a dead legs drill, one's a split drill. You'll get those in your eval. There'll be a couple links to a couple YouTube videos. Okay? Okay, buddy, have a great spring and summer. Thanks for coming to camp, and we'll see you at the next ABC baseball camp.